When the car pulled over onto the shoulder of the interstate, I thought Julian was just stopping for a break or a driver swap.
Ava is sleeping. Don't wake her, okay?
I whispered, gently pulling the fleece blanket over my daughter's small frame. Julian didn't look back. His long fingers tapped impatiently against the steering wheel.
Take Ava and get out of the car.
I froze, my heart skipping a beat.
What?
From the back seat, Sarah spoke up in that sickly sweet, faux gentle tone.
Honey, it's okay. We can squeeze in.
Her daughter, Chloe, immediately. Julian turned around. His eyes held a coldness I had never seen before in our 5 years of marriage.
Get out.
Shrill beep of the heart monitor felt like a blade twisting in my chest. I collapsed in a corner of the freezing hallway, trembling uncontrollably. Then my phone buzzed. Julian, I picked up but didn't speak.
Claire, what's your problem now? Since Tiffany picked you up, why the hell aren't you here? My mother is waiting to start Christmas dinner.
I forced the words through my parched throat.
Hospital. Ava. Resuscitation.
What?
He paused, then let out a cold snort.
Are you fucking kidding me? Just because Sarah's here, you're cursing your own daughter and pretending she's in the ICU now?
Tiffany literally just posted a photo in the family chat. She said you're already on your way.
She's lying.
I closed my eyes, tears falling silently.
Julian, come to the hospital. Now.
Claire.
Julian's voice went dead cold.
Cut the bullshit.
Tiffany is my sister. She'd never lie to me. You're just insecure because you had a daughter and think your place in this family isn't safe anymore.
If Ava dies because of this, Julian, I'll hate you for the rest of my life.
Suit yourself.
He said dismissively.
If Ava is such a burden, we can settle the divorce after the holidays. You can drop her off at a state orphanage or social services for all I care. I don't need a broken legacy holding me back.
He hung up. The dial tone sounded like a funeral bell. The ER door swung open. The doctor stepped out, pulling down his mask with a weary sigh.
Are you Ava's mother?
I scrambled to my feet.
Yes. How is she?
The doctor's eyes were full of pity.
We saved her life. But because of the prolonged oxygen aspiration, there's significant brain damage. She may face cognitive delays or even permanent paralysis.
The world tilted. I had to lean against the wall to keep from collapsing.
She's only 3.
I'm sorry. We need to transfer her to the ICU right away and proceed with surgery. Please go handle the payment first. It's going to be expensive.
Okay.
I staggered to the billing desk. My card was declined. Julian only gave me an $800 monthly allowance. He'd say,
You stay home taking care of the kid. You don't need that much spending money.
I bit my lip and called him again.
Now what?
The background was filled with cheerful carols and clinking glasses.
Julian, Ava needs surgery. I need $50,000 now.
50 grand?
Julian's voice spiked.
What the fuck is wrong with you, Claire? Having money doesn't mean I'll let you burn through it. You'd even make up something like this for cash? Yeah, I'm her dad, but I'm not some fucking cash machine.
Besides, even if she's saved, she'll never be normal. It's a waste of money. I'm dealing with something right now, so stop fucking calling me. My mom says hospitals are bad luck, so you're not coming home for Christmas. You'll hear from my lawyer.
I hung up, feeling the life drain out of me as I stood in the falling snow outside the hospital entrance.
Everyone in Harlow knew that Ethan Cater's wife had an IQ of 75, a mild intellectual disability. So when Ethan placed that ultrasound printout on the table in front of me, I sat there thinking for a full 3 minutes before I spoke.
Ethan, I just had my checkup yesterday. I'm not pregnant. He looked away.
I know. This is the child I had with someone else.
Unlike the other wealthy wives who would fall into hysterics after discovering a secret child, I didn't cry or make a scene, because I hadn't caught up yet. Why would a married man have a baby with someone else? Ethan probably mistook my silence for acceptance. He leaned down and patted my head.
Good girl. Just stay calm. That's all I need from you.
His voice was soft, like he was settling down a child.
The Cater family's heir needs to be sharp and capable, but you know yourself. Actually, maybe you don't. Just know that your place as Mrs. Carter won't be affected at all.
A slow, dense ache spread through my chest. I am dumb, but I remember now. A husband having a baby with someone else was called cheating, and a marriage that had gone off the rails was supposed to end. Ethan lit a cigarette and said it like it was nothing.
She's a new intern at the company. You know her, actually. It's Mia.
Mia. Of course I knew Mia. I had been supporting that underprivileged student for 7 years. The smoke drifted toward me. It stung until my eyes filled with tears. It wasn't until a tear actually dropped in front of Ethan that he finally noticed and stubbed out the cigarette.
Sorry, Autumn. I forgot you can't handle smoke.
He stood up quickly to open the windows and air out the room.
You know how stressed I am. There's no way I can quit smoking.
I knew he couldn't quit, but because of my health, he used to limit himself to smoking only at the office. He never even brought the smell home. I watched him wave the smoke away, explaining as he went.
After Mia found out she was pregnant, she still insisted on finishing her project before taking leave. So I banned smoking across the whole company, including myself. Just now I slipped for a second. A pregnant woman comes first.
When he talked about Mia, there was something in his eyes he couldn't hide. Even someone as slow as me could see it.
Ethan, how can you talk about cheating like it's nothing? What do you think I am to you?
The smoke was gone, but my tears kept falling, one after another. He frowned and stepped toward me to wipe them away. When I backed away, he lost patience.
Autumn, what do you even understand? This isn't cheating. Autumn, stop making a scene. I just need an heir. A smart heir. A smart heir. Can you even give me one?
It was like something tore a hole straight through my heart. I stared at him, shaking. He stopped himself. His throat moved.
I'm sorry. That's not what I meant. I promise we'll have children. Sweet children. Children who grow up with me, taking care of them the way I took care of you. But before that, I need a smart heir first. Mia is brilliant. You've supported her for years. You're the reason she made it. She's not like those women trying to trap me for money. That's why I chose her.
He let out a slow breath.
See? I really thought this through for you.
I stood there staring at Ethan, and I was back somewhere very far away. Before I pushed myself too hard sometimes, I wrote my father's words down again and again in a notebook, trying to memorize how to become better, until my hands started to cramp and shake. It was Ethan who noticed and rushed over, snatching the pen from my hand.
That's all garbage. Bad people twist cruelty into kindness because it's easier for them. But if you listen to yourself, you'll always be able to tell the difference. If something hurts your heart, you walk away from the person causing the pain. Don't listen to their excuses.
I lowered my head and pressed my hand gently to my chest. It hurts so much right there. Ethan, you're the one who taught me that. My heart hurts. I have to leave you. I wiped my eyes, hands trembling, pulled off my ring, and threw it on the floor. I was shaking apart when I screamed at him.
You turned into someone bad. I'm done. I'm leaving you.
Ethan froze for 2 seconds, then let out a cold laugh.
Leave? Sure, but where exactly would you go? To visit your abusive father in prison? Don't be stupid, Autumn. You can't even take care of yourself out there.
My phone alarm cut through the fight. He glanced down at it. I need to take Mia to her prenatal appointment. When our eyes met, his were full of impatience.
Autumn, I've been good to you for years. All I'm doing is having a child with someone else. You're not allowed to keep acting up like this.
The door slammed shut behind him, and my whole chest shook with it. He remembered Mia's prenatal appointment today. He forgot it was my birthday. He forgot that 10 years ago today, he promised he would celebrate every birthday I ever had. Then later, he took control of the family company. All the polished, clever, well-connected matches that were put in front of him, he turned down every one. Nobody expected him to marry me. Everyone said he was just getting back at his family. Even I said it out loud.
Are you sure you haven't made a mistake? I'm so dumb.
He slid the ring onto my finger and smiled, soft and steady.
Yeah, you are. That's exactly why I'm marrying you and keeping you right by my side where I can watch over you. That's the only way I'll ever stop worrying.
Deciding to marry me hadn't come without a fight. His father's fury, his mother's breakdown, the cold shoulder from every family he'd turned down. But he just took my hand and held it firm.
Autumn, you don't know this, but that day in the equipment room, I was thinking about ending things. You pulled me back. Right then, I made a promise to myself that I would stay with you forever. I can lose everything. Not you.
Because I was slow, he used to say his love for me out loud. Say it big. Say it often. And because I was slow, he didn't even bother hiding his cheating now. I stared blankly at our wedding photo on the wall, until a message notification pulled me back. It was Mia. Hey, Autumn, did you and Ethan have a fight? He wasn't in a great mood when he got here. Anyway, it's fine. He's happy now. Our baby is healthy. In the photo she sent, Ethan was listening closely to the doctor's instructions. He'd even taken out a notepad and was writing everything down. When I used to get sick, he used to do exactly that. Every detail. Another sharp stab in my chest. Go. I have to go right now. That was the only thought left in me. I choked back tears and called a number.
Mom, I'll go with you. You mean it? You're finally ready to forgive me? Where are you right now? I'll take you to start the immigration paperwork right now.
After submitting everything, I came back to the house with a divorce agreement. Standing in the entryway, I could hear laughter from inside. Ethan had brought Mia home.
I've heard eating more fish helps the baby grow smarter. Don't worry. You went to an elite school. The genetics are there. The baby won't turn out stupid.
Standing in the house I'd lived in for almost 10 years, I felt more like a stranger than ever. When she saw me, Mia sprang to her feet.
Autumn, you're back.
The girl in front of me was composed, confident. Nothing like the thin, pale girl I'd once taken in from a struggling rural town. Back then, she had just gotten into Harvard, but her gambling-addicted father had already struck a deal with a man in town, trying to trade her off for money. Her acceptance letter had been torn to pieces. She'd been locked in the house. The next day, she reached out to everyone she could. Only I, a sponsor she had never even met, was willing to go and save her. 3 hours on a plane, 5 hours on a bus. I didn't feel tired. I had one single thought the whole way. Save her. Save her. What happened was, I saved her, but I was too slow to get out of the way. Her father took a swing at me in a rage, and I ended up in the hospital. Because of that, Ethan had never warmed up to her.
You should have called the police, not put an innocent person in danger.
But later, he started inviting Mia to dinner himself. He couldn't help telling me.
She's genuinely talented. It's a good thing you went back for her.
Now they stood side by side, and they looked right together.
Autumn, don't worry. I won't be here long.
Mia came forward and took my hand.
And blue. I felt clearer than I had in years.
Nico Bellini!
He stopped and turned back to look at me. That same careless, in-control look in his eyes.
If you walk that door today, I'm replacing the groom.
Just slipped his rock off my finger, the engagement ring. I put it on the table and walked away. The night before my wedding, I got a key card, presidential suite, a penthouse in Manhattan, the place my fiancé, Don Nico Bellini. Then I opened the door. All I saw was his back. Strong, pounding into some blonde, lit a cigar, looked right at me.
It's nothing personal, I'm just tired of the act. You needed to see the real me before the wedding, so you don't give me any shit later. Don't worry. You'll still be the official Mrs. Bellina. You've been with me for 10 years, your hands aren't clean either. You did it all for my business. Who else in this city would have you? So the wedding's tomorrow, as planned. I'll give you your spectacle.
I just slipped his rock off my finger, the engagement ring. I put it on the table and walked away. The next day, Nico Bellini stood at the altar of St. Patrick's Cathedral. I walked right up to him, on the arm of his greatest enemy. I held up a piece of paper.
You wanted a wedding. Here it is. The marriage certificate? It belongs to him now.
Serafina! Over here! Look here! You're New York's top art consultant. How does it feel marrying the Don of the Belui family? A match made in heaven! The wedding of the century!
Reporters, disguised as guests, swarmed the entrance to St. Patrick's Cathedral. I stepped out of the custom Rolls Royce, my Louboutin stilettos hitting the pages. The white silk of my gown dragged along the red carpet.
Miss Vitali, your gallery has supplied high society with countless treasures. Today, you've become the most precious piece of art yourself.
I ignored the canvas offers and the endless praise, walking toward the church, flanked by my bodyguard. Nico Bellini stood on the steps in his expensive custom suit. He wore a smug smile. He'd called me this morning.
I'd fucked that woman all night, 7 times. I needed to catch up on sleep to have enough energy for the wedding, so I couldn't come pick up you.
He was so sure I'd come on my own.
Baby, you finally made it.
He walked toward me and gave me a light kiss on the lips. He looked at me in my wedding dress and devoured me with his eyes, a mix of raw lust and pride. The media let out a soft, knowing laugh. I felt the warmth of his lips. I thought about how that same mouth was kissing another woman's nipples just last night. I said, taking his arm.
It's fine. I know you're a busy man.
Rocco leaned in.
Boss, that move last night was cold. Making her watch you with another woman? And she still shows up today smiling in a wedding dress. This broad is wrapped around your finger.
Yeah, any other woman would have lost her mind. Our Donna's got guts.
Nico pulled me tighter.
Of course she does. She's been with me for 10 years. Who else in this city would dare to have her?
I listened and I kept smiling. Everyone here knew how much money I'd laundered for him over the last 10 years, how many messes I'd cleaned up. My hands weren't clean. Like he said, who else would have you? Just then, his private phone rang. He glanced at the screen. A smile touched his lips.
What's wrong? Didn't I tell you to call later?
Nico, I'm flying to Paris this afternoon. I made an appointment at City Hall in 10 minutes. Can you come? I want to have the certificate before I go.
10 minutes? In that much of a hurry? Boss? Who was that? Isla. She's flying to Paris, insisted on getting the marriage license before she leaves. The way she begs for it, unfucking real. What about the wedding? What about it? The ceremony will take an hour or two. I'll just swing by City Hall. It's a 10-minute thing. You know how that little princess gets. If I don't keep her happy, she'll throw a tantrum at the airport.
Rocco knew better than to argue. Nico walked back to me, put an arm around my shoulder.
Here, get a picture of us. For the memories.
The flash went off a few times. Nico held my waist and gave me a quick peck on the lips.
Be good. I gotta go or I'll be late for the registry. You wait for me.
He patted my cheek like I was a pet. Then he turned and started walking toward his car. I stood there, watching his back. 10 years of my youth. 10 years of love. All for last night's humiliation and today's wait for me. A cold wind blew. I felt clearer than I had in years.
Nico Bellini!
He stopped and turned back to look at me. That same careless, in-control look in his eyes.
If you walk that door today, I'm replacing the groom.
Nico stopped in his tracks. He turned around slowly. The careless look on his face turned into an amused one. He looked at me like a man watching a child throw a tantrum.
Replacing the groom?
He walked back, his voice dripping with mockery.
Serafina, what do you think this is? Some cheap soap opera?
The reporters around us sensed something. Their camera lenses quietly turned toward us. Nico came to a stop in front of me, his hand reaching up to stroke my cheek.
Baby, don't make a scene.
His voice was soft, gentle, but his eyes held a look of arrogant pity.
Who would you replace me with? In this entire city, what man would dare touch my woman? Of course, if you actually manage to find a man who'll touch you, maybe I'll let you have your fun.
He opened his car door, throwing a final teasing line over his shoulder.
I told you, you're the only official Donna. Stop messing around. Those little strays on the outside, I'm just playing, okay?
Rocco walked over.
Boss, maybe you should make Isla wait. It's your big day with the Don.
Nico waved him off.
That little princess is more of a handful.
He pointed at me, his tone one of absolute certainty.
She's not going anywhere. She has nowhere else to go.
I stood in front of the cathedral, watching the bulletproof black Maybach roar to life and speed away.